Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
Few days ago in my WhatsApp group, I saw a video that was forwarded, and this video was of a cop, Indian cop. He was stopping this female in India, and I don't know, the title was in Hindi or in English. I'm not too sure, but the comment that was written there was, "See how women behave with men or treat men." Okay, so out of curiosity, I clicked on that video, and there I saw this female abusing the cop with, the typical dirty language that is there of this uncouth, uncivilized, roadside, kind of Indians that they use. Your mother's, private part, your father's private part, your sister, you are banging your sister, you get what I'm saying. Okay. Very cheap and dirty language which focuses on the genitals. Now, the but as you look at this video, as the cop was very polite. I think he was being very courteous. The female, her reaction was like not only abusing the cop, the guy. She was like literally like she is a short female. The guy is tall, and she was coming like as if she was going to hit him, or she was telling, your mother's this thing, so and so, what the fuck will you do? Come on, show me what you got, and this and that. You're not a man, and making a public spectacle where people were taking videos. Okay. I did see a bit of the beginning part of the video. Nowadays they edit the video where they put the climax first, and then from the beginning, where the cop was asking who was this guy with her in the car. So maybe he was doing a bit of moral policing. See, I'm trying to balance both sides of the argument. Okay, I'm playing devil's advocate also. So maybe he shouldn't be asking who's this guy. Maybe it's none of his business. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what is the situation in India, whether you can moral police, or whether police have a right to ask who's this man, who's this female with you. I don't know. You can comment below, because some of you still live in India, so you'd know the rules a little bit more better. Or is moral policing just, men taking advantage because they can? Okay. Or is it none of police's business? Who are you with? Okay. So I saw that video where this female was misbehaving. And then I asked the guys in the group, I just said, like, why doesn't the police put her in a place? Like, why doesn't he, arrest her, or, obviously, scare her? Like, if a guy was doing it, obviously they could do that. But then one of the guys who's very much in India, and he shares a lot of India's news and information, he said that the Indian cops are not allowed to touch a female. So I was like, oh, okay. I really didn't know that. So he said Indian cops are not allowed to touch a female. And if they have to, it is only an Indian female cop who can touch a Indian female. A male cannot touch a female. I was like, okay, something new. I didn't know that. All right. So then I also asked, what if the female were to raise her hand on the cop? And then, I don't know, people didn't give me a definitive answer. They said, maybe if a female cop is there, then they can retaliate. So I don't know whether if a female attacks a policeman, can they do something? Okay. So this was one incident. There have been plenty of news articles which have been shared, screenshots, screen grabs of this female put a fake rape case, or this lady, she put a fake rape case so that she could get money out of this guy. And she actually branded him as a pedophile because her daughter was 4 or 5 years old, and she made a fake sexual molestation on her small child, her daughter, just to extract money out of it. So they found her guilty. And then obviously there are these other videos or montages that you get forwarded where the guy says, I was innocent, but this female, because I argued with her at a signal, or I broke up with her, that they made a fake rape case. Even in some cases where if a guy is dating a girl and they're supposed, the girl wants him to get married and he says no, and then they put up this fake rape case. In fact, I don't know how far it's true, but it seems there is a new law that has come into effect by the court where if a guy sleeps with a girl, he must get married or something like that. Or if he promises the girl he's going to get married to her, he has to get married, or she can take him to court. So I do not know. There are a lot of these incidents and rules which I'm not too sure whether it's actually real or fake. Okay, but I'm aware of the fact that the video evidence or the videos that are being shared or these news articles, they are very true. Okay. So now my question to you is simply this. Are females in India taking undue advantage of the privilege that is given? Because, look, I'm not dumb, okay? And I know this for a fact. Indian men, especially the ones who are not exposed to, having a lot of opportunities, all they can see is their smartphone, and they fantasize about girls, and especially today's younger generation who is heavily addicted to porn, and they see porn sites, and obviously they can chat online. In fact, sometimes I even get my clients, females, on LinkedIn. They tell me that these Indian guys, because maybe Indians, the population is so large, they use LinkedIn as a dating app. Hey, hi, how are you? Can we meet up for a cup of coffee? Would you like to go out? And, but they're being careful because it's a professional thing. And the female outrightly tells them, sorry, this is not a dating app. I'm not, no, you misunderstood. So they're trying to save face. I'm just saying for a professional, yeah, you can meet up with my boss or you can meet up with my husband. So it's so crazy, man. So, yeah, I am aware of how men behave, and we have seen many videos of tourists being taken advantage of or sexually this thing, like some of these Japanese girls or Hong Kong girls. One of these videos where this Hong Kong girl was just this Indian guy comes and he didn't know she was taking a live video session. He grabs her, kisses her, I love you, marry me. And even in India, it seems there was this Japanese girl or something. She was walking down the stairs, and this guy flashes his penis. I used to call it penis before. P-E-N, pen is I-S. Until one girl corrected me and said, it's penis, not penis. Okay, sorry. So, see, I reveal my embarrassment also. Okay, penis. Okay. Maybe because I didn't get to use that word quite a lot. I used to use the pen, but I didn't have to name the pen. Okay, anyway, we're diverting from the topic. Okay. So, yeah, so I'm very aware of that. And yes, there have been subscribers of mine. There's one member in my WhatsApp group. I think she's a mixed breed or she's a foreigner. She is in her 50s. And there's one in her 60s also who has told me horror stories of how these guys who are food delivery guys or grocery guys, and they purposely come with their zipper open, or they try to walk in and try to get romantic and say I love you, and just met and I love you. And whenever they go out for shopping or grocery, they will come out in a gang and they'll stalk her. And so I'm aware of all this. Okay, so men are not innocent. I'm aware of that. But on the flip side is these girls are also not that innocent. I've told you this. I've got because I'm into personal branding, I'm into resume rebrand, the services that I provide. I have literally got girls who have said, very indirectly have asked me, is there something we can do, something that I can do for you? I know where she's hinting, because when I was in Dubai, in those days I was a playboy. It's not just Indian women. Girls used to straight away come and straight away say, do you want to fuck? Or do you want, we can, nobody's there. So what would you like to do? Or some girls would straight away, just, you know, get down on her knees, start massaging my thigh. What would you like? Well, those days I was a playboy. I didn't mind all this. Okay. So it was two mature consenting adults who were enjoying themselves. But today I'm not saying I'm a saint, but today I've crossed that that phase of life. Today I don't feel that horny. Yeah, it does feel flattering when you get a 20-year-old, 19 or 18, but lower than that, it's like, please, sorry. And so girls they're not all that innocent. And if they get comfortable, yes, they do open up. I've got girls who have sent me their nudes. I've got girls who send me their videos. I've got girls live showing me more than what they should show me. Now, in some cases, it is they were feeling turned on, or it was maybe mutual. There was a connection. This is after my marriage, and does my wife know? Yeah, I've told my wife. You might be like, oh, you told your wife. What was the reaction? My wife was like, as long as she is not here, as long as she doesn't live here, it's okay. You can see what you want, no problem. So, oh, that is crazy, because it's not like I do it every day. Okay, so yeah, and there have been Indian girls which I've also shared with you who have openly told me, from India, they want sugar daddies. They are looking for advice on OnlyFans. Some girls even sell their nudes to older men for money. Just nudes. They don't touch. They don't go meet. Private parts. This and there was one member. He was 60 plus. He was an ex Dubai guy. The funny thing is, he has three daughters, and three daughters. Ex guy in Dubai, successful. This thing, but even at 60, his sexual libido was so high that after he went back to his country in India, he was busy chatting with all these girls. And I don't know from which website, or maybe it was a dark web or something. And this was especially during COVID. He would tell me, hey, you want to see something? I was like, yeah, what? And then he would forward me all these bloody, like, see, when you're looking at something professionally done with a professional photographer, okay, fine, it's a turn on. But if you're just looking at something that someone did in their house, I was like, what the fuck is this, man? It's like, ha ha ha, these are these young girls. They wanted 100 rupees and they will show me their this and that and videos, and they're ready to do anything. And some even have videos of them having sex, which they film. I was like, oh, please, man. And eventually I had to block and delete him and throw him out, because the only thing he was fascinated with, that, I don't know, that became his obsession. He was kind of paranoid. Anyway, so there are girls who actually do that. There are girls who do it for money. There are girls who do it for pleasure. There are girls who do it because they want to be famous. Like, you go to Instagram, goodness, the way they show, there is no class to it, man. Like, for example, just think, a girl is sitting here, she's looking at the camera, hi, and like the phone is there, hi, just think, and then the phone falls down, and it she's purposely putting it as if it fell down, showing her panties, and oh, oops, sorry. And then there are some other girls who are showing exercise that they're doing, and the way they are showing their exercise is that they are the tights that they are wearing, they are camel toe, the private part. It's like the outline is so visible, like you literally know what she's trying to highlight. And then there are girls who show their tits and Okay, so girls, there are girls who are like that. Um, and then there are girls who are also not like that. Then in between, I think we have the girls who portray themselves as saints. Like I told you, one of my very close clients. I mean, he's a smart guy, successful, but he's not a good-looking guy at all. At all. I want you to imagine someone with bushy, curly hair and like pimples and freckles and glasses and like teeth, and like he doesn't care about his appearance. He more cares about his work. But he's a genius. He's well-to-do. He's a young chap. And one day, I was just telling him that you got to settle down, you have to get a girl. We are talking like friends. And he said, let me show you something. And he showed me a photograph of this girl, and he's Indian, huh? And he showed me the photograph of this girl, and oh my goodness, I was like, wow, man, this girl is like, she was wearing a sari and she was really like cute looking. It's not hot, it's cute looking. She had the face of such an innocent angel. Like if you'd look at her, you'd like Lord of the Rings, think of that, what is her name? That female who acted in Armageddon. I can't get her name. Just type out her name if you can remember that. So she looked like that, like an angel, okay? And I was like, wow, so you finally found a girl that you can date or whatever. But I didn't believe that this was the girl he's dating. He said, no, this girl just wants to fuck me. I was like, what? What? He's saying, Loy, I don't have to lie to you. I said, yeah, I know that you never lie to me. She just came over and he was, as a service provider, whatever he's providing, I can't tell you that. After she just told him point blank, do you want to fuck? He's like, huh? Saying, I always had the fantasy of fucking you. And and when they were having sex, and she was telling him to do all sorts of the worst things that you can think of. Like I don't want to make this a sex fetish kind of a video. And I was like, and then he shared with me a couple of photos. She wanted videos to be taken. She wanted photographs to be taken of them while they're doing it. And obviously, he didn't show me his package. I told him I don't want to see that. But he showed me her. I couldn't believe it. And this girl is supposed to be like this, like she is, the top of the class, rank holder in her college, whatever. Uh, she goes to the temple. Her Facebook profile was, temple god, holy. And her parents were searching for a good boy for her. And she was supposed to be this holy poly. I was like, oh man, I just can't believe it. In fact, sometimes I keep forgetting the women I slept with when I was in Dubai, whichever nationality, not just Indian. Some of them were married, and some of them were like this one very famous mini celebrity who has a good, average looking husband, but very rich, beautiful children. And she still confessed that she wanted to have sex with me. And I was like, whoa. But, I didn't want to take the risk because her husband was too powerful, extremely powerful. So sometimes you need to use that common sense. Anyway, I'm diverting again, coming back to the topic. So the question is, are females taking advantage? See, men and women today, more or less, we have reached a stage where they are very open about their sexuality. They are very free to talk about sex. Girls used to talk before with their girlfriends about their sexual fantasies, their close friends. But today, like for example, you will find this surprising, but I get girls who I chat with, clients, and sometimes they openly tell me, I'm getting my periods today. I'm feeling horny, oh, the guy wanted to take me up the ass, and or I like, swallowing. So they talk to me very openly. And oh, there I'm not like a sex therapist or something. I take on the role of being like, I don't know if it's a right word, like a father figure where you can tell me anything. I'll understand whether you're a guy or a girl. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to give you the solution or a suggestion or an opinion. So times have changed. But now the question is, do these girls take undue advantage? I'll give you my opinion. I feel yes, there are some girls, not all, there are some girls, a very strong segment of females who seriously take undue advantage of this rule. And they're constantly looking out for men who, I don't know, either are weak, or men they know are timid, or men they know they can take advantage. And it also comes down to their upbringing, the wealth that they have, the support that they have with their family. And maybe if their parents are stupid and they put them up in the air or up on their head, and these girls think they can do anything. That is one side. The other side is these girls who are born on the rough, tough streets, where for them everything is like fight or flight, where everything is survival of the fittest, where they cannot be nice, they cannot be polite, they have to be like blunt, brutal, and bloody, BBB, blunt, brutal, and bloody. And I think the third category is where I have also kind of experienced, is females who are mentally and emotionally unstable. Like they'll come across as a victim, they'll tell you, I loved him, and he didn't love me back, and they're searching for the next guy who they can, just offload their sob stories. Like I remember this particular girl telling me about her boyfriend. Oh, he beat me, hit me, this thing. I give him my love. I give him this and that. And I was in one of those moods where I was like, yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure. And the next thing you know is like, you're so understanding. And she was buttering me up. I was like, okay, fine. And next thing you know is like, hey, tell me your sexual fantasy. We started going into that. And I was doing some other work at the side. She's not my client. I was like, okay, this is a little entertaining. Okay, good. And before you know it, this girl is actually describing in detail. It was as if I was listening to a soft porn narrative, I want him to lick me there and then finger me and this, then this. And I was enjoying. I'll be honest. I was like, ooh, this is very entertaining. I was getting entertainment. And in that first session itself, she not only started there, she started showing me some of photographs. And she did tell me that she had videos. I'll be honest with you. By that time, I was very tempted. I was like, yeah, you can show me a video. She's like, yeah, let me trust you a little bit more. Okay, fine. So, this is the truth. I don't have to fabricate. I don't even have to tell you this. So you can understand that it's the truth. And I'm not saying this to impress you. And I know for a fact you can use this against me. So I'm being honest with you. And I don't care what you think of me or what you think of anything. I'm giving you an actual example. Okay, finished, done. Next thing I know, this same female, I just chatted with her once. Next thing you know is every day she's sending me a message. Hey, hi, how are you? I was thinking of you, miss you. Miss you? I was like, what? And every single day she was telling me, hey, when are we free? We can have a talk again. I have more stuff to tell you. For me, it was a one-time thing. For me, it was like, I'm not in love with you. I don't know you. I don't miss you. I don't have any feelings for you. And she kept sending, kept sending, kept sending. And sometimes just to, I don't know, trying to bait me or tempt me, she would send me a sexy photo, obviously not her face, her body. Like, what the fuck is going on, man? And then when she realized I was not responding, just imagine. See, I've told you the truth until now, no? Okay. She actually threatens and blackmails me that she is going to expose me as trying to what, molest her, brainwash her into sending her nudes. And I was like, huh? What? She actually put a threat, and She was like, you're trying to portray yourself as this nice guy, but you're actually a sexual predator. You try to brainwash me. You wanted me to show you my nudes and take advantage and maybe try to rape me. My dear, you're fucking halfway across the world. And if you were my neighbor also, I wouldn't be wanting to shag you, like, let alone travel halfway across the globe. Finally, I was like, I didn't respond. I just blocked her, and she kept creating new IDs. She even tried on social media to with fake accounts. I know you tried to rape one girl. Eh. Yeah, you and she. This is so stupid. You traveled all the way to India to rape me. I know who's that girl. Yeah, that kind of stupidity. Obviously, passport and all that. You can have evidence. Okay. So anyway, after I blocked her, I think eventually she got tired. One last example I'll give. One last. There was this particular girl who got in touch with me and told me about a very rich, powerful guy, very rich, who tried to rape her. Okay, and he was asking her to have sex, or he would destroy her life, or something like that. She and her mother. So those days, like a idiot, I used to actually believe these sob stories, and I got in touch with someone very powerful in India because she was living in more or less nearby the same state or something. So I told this gentleman about her, and I said, please, she's a young girl, and fine. Later on, he got in touch with me and said, Loy, just be careful who you recommend. And I was like, why? He's like, this powerful guy who she is actually claiming that he raped her. He's saying, through my sources, I found out she is trying to blackmail him to get money, and she mutually agreed to have sex with him, okay, for money. I was like, oh, bloody hell, yeah. And she is now, because he has refused, he paid her a huge sum of money. I don't know how much it was, maybe 5 lakhs or something, because he's married also and is a very powerful guy. She wanted more. She wanted much more. She wanted every month. And now she's busy trying to destroy his reputation. I was like, oh, sheesh. So I apologized to him, and he's like, no, no, no. I know you're new to this. Don't fall for these girls. So overall, what I'm trying to tell you is, you know, yes, girls do go through a lot of challenges all over the world. There are plenty of, especially India's population, because it's so big, there are plenty of men who are horny and sexual perverts, without a doubt. I myself, in my WhatsApp groups, I have plenty of these guys who are horny, not perverts. I don't know if they're perverts. If they're perverts, I throw them out. But it's not that females are innocent. Okay, that is number one. And second one is, it's okay if they are not innocent, but some of them really are very demented. Some are very dangerous intentions, very bad intentions. And you have to be very, very careful where, like this fake rape claims, or this blackmail stuff, or like, how I told you, this female, she was the one who was telling me everything. I was very happy. I was in my, horny kind of mood that time of the night. I was like, yeah, tell me. And she was busy give me erotic stories about her. And, if you're offering me your nudes and, very happy. Then I was like, okay, send me your videos also. So imagine how she twisted the narrative. And, just think about it. If I was in India and she was like close by and all that, what she would have done. So you have to be very careful. So overall, what I feel is, one is you have to be careful with all this that is happening. Second one is, I think there should be an amendment in the law whereby females can't take advantage. And if they do take advantage and they are caught red-handed, the punishment that would be given to the guy should actually be given to the girl. Let's say, for example, for let's say a student who was in a college, the girl put a fake rape case, and the guy got suspended from college, and he has a jail term of 5 years, for example. And they find out that it was a fake rape case. What they should do is, that same fine, the girl should be paid. she should be suspended, and she should be put 5 years instead of the boy, and she should be named and shamed. But the sad fact is, I think they don't give such kind of punishments. And second one is, I think the once the guy's name is spoiled, especially on social media, everyone jumps on the guy. Then nobody bothers to resurrect the guy's name, and nobody wants to deal with him after that. So that's a sad part of it. It just like it has ruined their name, and that's it. Even though now they're innocent, nobody wants anything got to do with it. Anyway, you tell me if you have any better solutions. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know what are your thoughts. Because I will tell you that this is actually a serious problem. It's not a joke, and my blood boils when I see these females the way they behave. Sometimes I see some of these videos, where a female hit a guy, so the guy socked her back. It should be like that. Seriously, it should be like that. Like, you shouldn't raise your hand. You shouldn't raise your hand. So if you do raise your hand, like, remember that video, one live show or something, where a female was supposed to put on an act with some dancers or singers, and she told this guy, fuck you, and the guy told her, fuck you back, and then she went and slapped him, and he said, why you slapped me? And then he slapped her, and then the public went and jumped on him. It seems that his career did well after that, but you understand what I'm saying. This is how the Indian public is, actually. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Put down your comments, your suggestions, and if you have had any incident like this, or you know somebody, please do share it, because I think it not only brings a certain degree of awareness, I think we have to be careful. We have to be careful and tread carefully, especially when dealing with females. And if you're a female, I'm not hating on you. I'm not trying to say that all females are the same. But just please don't play around with someone's life. Don't destroy someone's, entire, forget career, forget reputation, his entire life. Just don't do that. It's not worth it. All right? Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.